Hi, let's look at some of the code in Head First Java Chapter 5. This is all downloadable, and I provided a link in the assignments. So let's go through it bit by bit. I've already created a BlueJ project, and in the notes I've provided the procedure I'm going to go through here, which I've also copied to the assignment. So you should be able to follow along with this. The first thing we're going to do is to download the simple, or rather create a class from the simple.com tester file. So we'll edit, add class from file, and I need to find my way to the Head First Java code, which I've downloaded all the chapters for. You can download them individually. Anyway, this is from chapter 5, and we're adding the simple.com tester. In the book, it's called simple.com test drive, so that's a small inconsistency, but otherwise the code is the same as you find on page 106. And this won't compile yet because we have to also download simple.com. So as you can see, and as is the theme of this chapter, this is test code. Its only purpose is to verify that the simple.com class, which is what we're really interested in, works properly. And the theme here is to write your test code first. So there it is. We're supposed to pass along a guess of 2 and check the result of that guess. I should add, if you haven't read the book yet, that this is a variant of the game Battleships, in which you call out coordinates and see whether you've hit a battleship, and you try to sink your opponents. But this has been simplified to work in a single row of occupied cells. So the whole idea is that the battleship is at cells 2, 3, and 4 here, and if the user guesses a 2, then that constitutes a hit, and 3 hits should sink the ship. So let's load simple.com now. Okay, there's the code. It should be correct. Let's try to compile. And I don't know why the pointer is not here. It may be a bug in BlueJ. Let's try to add some non-functional code here. We'll just set user guess to 2 again to force it to recompile, and see if that helps. Okay, that did it. Have no idea what's going on there. That happened to me before. Okay, I'm going to modify the tester to enact a complete game. And let's see. So we'll make the guesses 1, 2, 3, and 4. The first guess 1 should be a miss. The next 2, 3, and 4 should be hits, which should then sink the ship. So we'll change the first guess to 1 and do a quick and dirty copy the code. We don't need to declare these variables, so we'll get rid of the declaration. Change this to a 2. Now we'll copy this and add 3 and 4. So we should then see miss, hit, and kill. There we go. So that works properly as far as we know. Okay, on page 112, you are offered a Game Helper class, which you're not expected to understand right away, but just to use as is. So let's load that one now. Okay, there it is. Should compile. And its purpose is to prompt the user for input and then read and process that input and pass it along. So it's like we will cover this in more detail later, but we just trust that it works. And now finally we will load the game.java class. And let's straighten out these dependencies. So happens that there is a line in here that's not supposed to be here. It assumes that the Game Helper class is in a subdirectory rather than in the current directory where it actually is. So this is an error. Just get rid of this line. And then everything should compile. Now what this does, and in the book it talks about the random number math function, is choose a random location for the battleship and then place it in 3 adjacent cells. Now if we want to force it to behave the same way as our demo, we can force the battleship to start at 2 by resetting this random number. So I'm going to modify this code to do that. Okay, compile. Okay, I cleared the output window in a part that I have edited out, so now let's run it. And let's do what we did before. Let's guess 1. That's a miss. We guess 2. That's a hit. Guess 3. That's a hit. We guess 4. That's another hit, and we killed the ship, and we took 4 guesses to do it. So let's clear this. And let's run it again. Let's guess 2. That's a hit. Now we've already hit 2, but let's hit it again. Okay, it seems there is a bug in the program, and that is we can repeatedly hit the ship in the same place and still sink it, and that's not according to the rules of the game. So obviously we're going to have to modify our code to take care of that, and that will be covered in the next chapter. So go ahead and play with this code and get used to the idea of writing tests first.